A major heat wave is on its way to Florida. We will make sure you are prepared. A new bike trail is coming to Lake County, connecting cities along an old railroad track. And the heroic tale of a Florida man saving a woman from a gator attack. Later, we'll visit the greatest show on earth, as the Leesburg Chamber of Commerce hosts a teacher appreciation breakfast. And then we'll visit with Myron Leggett from Myron Leggett Studios. Welcome to the Lake Report. We begin coverage with the U.S. and Iran have nonetheless continued to exchange strikes, with the strategic Strait of Hormuz the primary flashpoint. The Persian Gulf Strait Authority, a newly created Iranian government agency responsible for maritime traffic in the Strait of Hormuz, appeared to reject President Trump's claim that the U.S. fully controls the vital waterway. Claims and repeated posts by U.S. officials that the Strait of Hormuz is no longer blocked do not change the reality. The Strait of Hormuz remains blocked and will not be reopened until Iran's conditions are accepted. The agency wrote in a social media post Wednesday evening. This continues to be a developing story. We'll keep you updated. A Florida paddleboarder rescued a woman from an alligator attack in Marion County over the weekend. On Saturday, an alligator bit the woman on the arm while she was swimming in the Silver River, according to local reports citing Marion County authorities. Paddleboarder Mike Head told news outlets that he was with his family when he heard two women yelling "Gator." Head said the alligator had its jaws locked onto the woman's arm, prompting him to use his paddle to drive it away. Another boater then came to Head's assistance and helped bring the woman to shore. Head used a rope as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding from her arm. Local authorities have since trapped a 9-foot, 8-inch alligator from the area, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said. Major heat is heading to the southeast and Florida, starting this weekend, and lasting most of next week, as a near-record heat dome grows across the region. The upper-level ridge is likely to break monthly records for the strongest heat dome on record across the southeast and Gulf Coast. As a result, dozens of heat records are likely to be broken. Highs will be in the mid-90s in Florida, reaching around 100 degrees across wide swaths of the southeast United States, from Oklahoma and Texas to the Carolinas. With very humid air in place, heat index numbers will peak between 105 and 115 degrees. Although the heat will be most intense this week and into early next week, the heat dome will generally stay in place through next weekend. Covering stories countywide, a man was shot and killed by a homeowner after deputies say he showed up unannounced at a Lake County home where his ex-girlfriend was visiting and tried to force his way inside. The male subject attempted to force his way into the residence during an altercation, a sheriff's office spokesperson said. Deputies said the homeowner then pulled out a gun and fatally shot the man. No arrests have been made, and investigators are working to determine the circumstances surrounding the shooting, including the relationship between the homeowner and the man's ex-girlfriend, and exactly how the man allegedly tried to enter the home. Defense attorney Anthony Sabatini, who is not involved in this case, said those details could play a significant role in determining whether the shooting is considered legally justified. The Lake County Sheriff's Office has not released the names of those involved and said no additional information would be released while the investigation remains active. An Amazon delivery driver died after she was found unresponsive inside a delivery truck in Fruitland Park, according to Lake County Sheriff's Office. Deputies were called Monday evening after a resident noticed the Amazon truck had been parked near the end of his driveway for several hours. Patrick Miranda, who lives nearby, said he called the Sheriff's Office non-emergency line after noticing the truck was still running. Surveillance video from Miranda's home shows deputies and Lake County Fire Rescue responding to the scene. One image shows the side door of the Amazon truck open. The identity of the driver has not been released. Amazon released this statement to news outlets. We're deeply saddened by this tragic incident, and our thoughts and prayers are with the driver's loved ones during this difficult time. We're cooperating fully with local authorities in their investigation. Recently, House of Hope International hosted a health clinic at the Leesburg Resource Center. providing much-needed care and support for members of our homeless community. LakeFront TV's Lori Davis takes us inside to see how local organizations are working together to help those in need.
For many people, access to health care isn't always easy, but today at the Leesburg Resource Center, local organizations came together to make a difference, offering free health screenings, medical resources, clothing, meals, and support, all in one place. It's all part of the Health Clinic Expo, an event focused on helping residents live healthier today and building a stronger tomorrow.
What always inspired me, I was raised on a farm with 9 children, and our parents taught us to serve and to give. There was 3 things that they instilled in us: character, integrity, and good work ethics. And it's something that we was taught to do, to serve. Well, first of all, with all the volunteers that we have here today, I'm sure that the love that we actually pour on them, and after we finish ministering to them, their spirits will be able to be open and they can receive what the Lord has for them.
Yeah, so we are part of a grant and we supply Narcan to our community partners and also all community events that we attend. It's harm reduction and life saving. So we figure it's kind of like having a Band-Aid in your first aid kit. You never know when you're going to need it, but when you need it, you really need it. So anybody is welcome to come up to the table. We can educate you on how to use it, the importance of it, and you can take more than 1 box if you need it.
So I think this is fabulous that you have all these resources available. I thought I better educate myself to find out what's going on. And I do housing for young families, and just to see what's available and out there for them is amazing. What you're offering is fabulous. I'm going to keep walking around.
Organizers hope today's Health Clinic Expo encourages more residents to take charge of their health while discovering the many community organizations ready to lend a helping hand throughout the year. At the Leesburg Resource Center, I'm Lori Davis for LakeFront TV.
Thank you, Lori, for that story. A major bike trail that would connect Lake County cities is moving ahead after a county commission vote Tuesday. But it might take some time before the construction process begins. Lake County commissioners approved the purchase of an 11-mile stretch of railroad, currently owned by CSX. The current Wekiva Trail connects Seminole County and stops in Sorrento. The extension would connect Sorrento to Mount Dora, Eustis, and Leesburg. Mount Dora Mayor James Homage said he advocated for the project for many years. According to the Lake County Office of Parks and Trails, the railroad property will cost over $20 million. Money from the Lake Forever Bond referendum will be put towards the purchase. Commissioners said they also expect a grant from the Florida Communities Trust and will look at finding other funding sources. Lake County officials said they will start the paperwork to buy the railroad property, but agreed to wait for the outcome of the November property tax amendment before finalizing the purchase agreement. City officials are taking steps to preserve historic properties across Leesburg by offering development incentives to property owners who maintain and restore older structures outside of the official historic districts. The Leesburg Commission passed an amendment to Chapter 25, Section 25-292 of the City Code of Ordinances. The measure adds subsection 26, establishing a historic structure density bonus outside designated historic district program. The amendment aims to encourage the retention, rehabilitation, and adaptive reuse of properties that are at least 50 years of age and hold historical, architectural, cultural, or archaeological significance to the city. Under the ordinance, qualifying residential, commercial, and mixed-use projects are eligible for higher development density or building intensity than standard zoning allows. In exchange, developers must retain, rehabilitate, or adaptively reuse the existing historic building while preserving key architectural features and maintaining the structure's integrity. The density bonus will not be granted automatically. According to Planning and Zoning Department Director Dan Miller, each request will undergo a case-by-case review using the same public hearings and procedures required for standard zoning cases. Coming up, celebrating the teachers who make a difference every day. We're taking you inside the Leesburg Chamber's annual Teacher Appreciation Breakfast. Stay with us. As students head back to the classroom, the Leesburg Area Chamber of Commerce is celebrating the teachers who make it all possible. Local educators recently came together for the Chamber's annual Teacher Appreciation Breakfast. LakeFront TV was there for the celebration.
We had an army of volunteers. We had probably 30, 35 volunteers from Church of the Lakes alone, plus other people who are just dedicated, some of our ambassadors, some of our board members, some of just chamber members here putting all of this up, and then of course breaking it down. We've been doing this for 10 years, and so what better way than to have the circus and the greatest show and to recognize that our teachers are the masters of the classroom.
Probably one of my favorite events of the year that the Chamber puts on, also being a board member of the Leesburg Chamber, just seeing all the, I think it's like over 800 teachers coming to this, packing into Lake Square Mall. Just a fun morning, energy, building that relationship with each other, just a great time.
Well, this is an important event because it gives the teachers opportunities to gather together. Some of us know each other for years and years. We've taught together.
Fun times, seeing good friends, just a lot of excitement, getting us prepped for the year.
And this is an opportunity to celebrate our teachers. Our teachers are the sole reason why we're here. You know, they work hard. I've been in the game for many years. And I know how hard they work, and I know how much extra time. So this is a time where we can come together. We can, we get to see people that we haven't seen in a while, which makes it great. So there's some camaraderie, but mostly just to celebrate our staff because they work so hard.
It's important for teachers every year just so we can have the high energy going back for our students, just so that we can be a community and serve Leesburg strong.
It's just exciting to just see the community. The sheriff comes out. You know, Covenant Roofing has been a big partner. They've been here like every year, I think.
We always have our elected officials and our city dignitaries come and serve the food because I feel like there's a symbolism there, right? They're here to serve, and what better way to show that with boots on the ground and actually serving our teachers breakfast. So after they get all of their goodies and their food, they get great grab bags that each one got a goodie bag with all sorts of things, and then tons of prizes that they won, also door prizes that we gave out. The spirit contest, oh my gosh, it never disappoints. And that's just one other way that we can then reward those schools with unallocated money. And let me tell you, they brought it this year, and it was so fun to watch everyone.
I think it's just important to build that energy, get that momentum going for that first day of school, and just showing the teachers that the Chamber, our community, our business community, our residents, and our city is behind them.
It just shows that we have the community backing us with all the negative things that we hear about teachers and the school system. It's just nice to have the support of our community to say, hey, we support you guys, we love you, and we want to have your best year ever. I teach because it's my passion. I just want to see the light go off for children just to inspire them for their future.
It's the kids. You know, you build relationships with kids. You watch them grow and develop, and to know that even if you've just played a 1% of it, that you were integral in helping them grow to become the young people that they're young adults that they're going to become.
There's a teacher at the Villages Elementary School. She was in my first kindergarten class, and she got in the car one day and she told her mom, she says, "Mom, I want to be a teacher so I can teach kids to read, just like Mrs. Redding." And so she did it. She made it happen. She actually, her first year was at the same school, Beverly Shores.
These teachers are raising our next generation, and our next generation will be our workforce, our leaders, our teachers, our doctors, our next city commissioners, our people that work for the city. So it's just raising that next generation to be good stewards of our city and it's just kind of overall just great leaders.
This is one of those jobs that sometimes can get hard. Sometimes you can forget, like it's not always the easiest job in the world, but it is a rewarding job and it is so important. And so on the days where it maybe isn't as easy, I hope that they remember how they have a community that is cheering them on, that is just really hoping for their success.
That they're valued, and not just teachers, but the staff members as well, that they're valued. And let's start the year on a positive note, because we know how much hard work they're going to be putting into this. So just congratulations and thank you.
I'm from this community, so I'm a third generation Leesburg High School graduate. And my father was a teacher, my mother taught here in the county, so teaching's very important. And just to be able to be in community with one another, we love that.
Our motto this year is, if it's not all, it's not enough, and our teachers give their all.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our community that came together to help with this event, because the Chamber is one small cog in this. We could not do it without so much support from the community.
My shirt says it all. We are Leesburg.
A big thank you to the Leesburg Area Chamber of Commerce and all the local businesses and community partners who helped make this celebration possible. And to our teachers, thank you for all you do, and best wishes for a great school year ahead. Coming up, from behind the camera to the canvas, meet the local artist behind Marion Leggett Photography in our local business profile. Stay with us. Every picture tells a story, and sometimes so does a canvas. For Leesburg artist Marion Leggett, capturing a moment is about more than creating an image. It's about preserving the people, places, and memories that make a community special. In this week's local business profile, we step inside Marion Leggett's studio, where photography and art come together.
In my opinion, a piece of art can move you. Whether it is something that would move you emotionally to a happy place, move you to a feeling of love or appreciation, or it may stir you to anger. Back in high school, I was drawing a little poster to advertise myself to run for being one of the representatives of the freshman class, and I put Mickey Mouse on there and said, "Mickey says vote for Marion," and everybody loved Mickey more than they loved the idea of me being in the political realm. So I stuck with the artwork and just started drawing from there and taking art classes in high school, and then went to work for a company making road signs, stop signs, street signs, overhead signs, and then decided to do it on my own. Born and raised right here, probably I think we're about the 7th generation Central Floridian between Lake and Sumter County. And but I was born right here in Leesburg, haven't left. I got my degree in commercial art from Lake Sumter, that in photography. Amongst that, I studied portrait painting in the style of the old masters. My mentor studied in Italy for 5 years, and he did other studies here in the U.S., and he was up in Ocala teaching, and his name was Jack Jackson. But it took a lot of classes from him, did a lot of study, and produced some different paintings. And my parents would ask us to help them. They were doing part-time photography, nights and evenings, and weddings on the weekends, so we started helping them. But 25 years ago now, we decided to move downtown and convert to full-time photography, my wife and I did. I do the photography, which can be events, it can be a single portrait of a person, portrait of family, whether it's in the studio or on location. In the studio, we can control the lighting, backgrounds, things like that, air conditioning versus the heat this time of the year. Also do the portrait painting work, which is I can take an old photo that somebody brings me and paint from the photograph. Also do custom framing, which is, you know, framing my stuff as well as framing any other work that somebody brings in. We do a lot of photo restoration, old photos that are ripped, torn, stuck to the glass, fading, color's gone, we bring the color back. We keep them black and white. We've added color if they want color and modernize the looks of it. So a little bit of all of that, and my favorite is painting. I want to show you my Titanic picture. Stuffed away in the closet for about 18 years since I photographed the kids and won some awards on photograph, and I wanted to turn it into a painting. And my new wife Tammy has encouraged me to take it out of the closet and finish it. So we're going to be trying to finish this maybe within the next year, I hope. And with me in particular, in life period, I see things in pictures. I see things in paintings. I see things in, you know, visual arts, even moving, you know, movie, because I think of a lot of things I might want to paint and capture a moment of an actual scene. I've already started some notations. I've got some journals with some different things written in it through the years of working on the paintings. I'm putting together some different information on my style and on my paintings, and I'm going to try to combine it all into a book soon. I'm comfortable here. I'm happy here. I'm really happy having my window frontage that people can walk by and watch me paint. And even when I put myself in the window, I realized I was putting myself up for criticism. But in 20 years of sitting in the window painting, I've really and truly only had 2 critics. So one of them was an art teacher, one of them was a fellow artist. So, but that's okay. I get a lot of appreciation, a lot of comments of people, what they like and what they feel, you know, back to that again. Our family has had a lot of people pass in the past 5 years, including my wife, my brother, my sister, my father, my uncle. And I've had cataract surgery, I've had a detached retina. My eyes are the most important tool I have for what I do, but I've got better vision now than I had before. I'm happy that the good Lord's sent me the right directions for all of that. I'm happy that the Lord is with me through the losses of the family, and I'm happy that the Lord has been with me through my cancer that I've had. And I've been 5 years through that, so I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And I can get up there in that window and sit down and paint. I'm in my own little world. You get lost in the art, you get lost in... I always say that I hope when people look at my paintings, say it's a painting like one of the girl over there on the wall, I hope people will see 2 people when they look at that painting. One is her, and the second is me, because a part of me, a big part of me went into that, creating that.
And thanks to Myron Leggett for welcoming us into his studio and sharing his talent, his art, and his story with our community. That's going to do it for this edition of the Lake Report. Have a story you think we should be covering? We want to hear from you. Send your story ideas to LakeFront TV at leesburgflorida.gov. Be sure to like and follow LakeFront TV on social media and take LakeFront TV everywhere you go by downloading our free streaming app right to your phone. Thanks for watching. Until next time, get outdoors and explore this beautiful place we all call home.